Hi guys, bonjour mes amis, I'm Booger. Welcome aboard. Bok Choy. You ever had bok choy? It's a type of cabbage. It's so good. I found some beautiful bok choy. We're gonna make a nice garlic sauce for it. Everything's gonna be made in the air fryer. You guys ready? Let's go. Chin chin. Let's make a sauce. I got all my ingredients ready. Let's put it all together. Here I have a half a cup of chicken broth or stock. Chicken broth. I made broth with this beautiful stuff. Got a 6-pack on Amazon. It's the cheapest way to get it. I'll put a link down below. It's very nice. I can't get the Canadian stuff over here in Florida, and shipping is ridiculous. So this is about the closest thing to it. It's pretty darn close to it. Oh, it's beautiful. So I put a half a teaspoon to a half a cup. I'll type it down below for you guys, okay? All right. Okay, ready? It is a garlic sauce. That is 10 garlic cloves. Oh my gosh. Minced up. I wouldn't use garlic powder for this. Use some fresh garlic, especially if you spend so much money on a nice fresh vegetable. You want to make it count, right? All right, so here I have a half a tablespoon of kosher salt, not kosher salt, but sea salt. Not too much salt. We don't like to salt things around here. Okay, so my oil is going to be a teaspoon of this oil, Mongolian fire oil. I'm gonna put a little kick to it. It's gonna be so nice. So that's a teaspoon of that. Look how beautiful that is. You could use, I wouldn't do olive oil, like do like a infused garlic oil, like Sang's a good one. You know, a nice avocado oil or something like that. Okay, so here I have 2 tablespoons of oyster sauce. Yes, always have that. I always have that in my fridge. When I make fried rice, that's going in there. Let me take you out of there. Yum! Love it so far. And we need some soy sauce. Now over here, I have 2 tablespoons of soy sauce. Now, if you're using La Choy, that's a little salty, so be careful with that. Get the unsalted kind. Kikkoman is not so bad. I get mine at the Asian market, low sodium. Again, we just don't do a lot of salt here. A tablespoon of Mirin. If I think about it, I'll put a picture of what it looks like. You could get all that at Walmart. It's not hard to find, okay? Some Mirin. I always have that. I mean, I do a lot of Asian food, so I always have those things handy. A teaspoon of sugar, not too much of that. It's gonna even, you gotta balance it out. You know, you can't have strong and then salty and sweet and all that stuff. So you mix it all together. That sweet's gonna bring out the other ones. I'm gonna put a little bit of spice in there. I've got a 1/4 teaspoon of white pepper. Black pepper is fine, but I have this. I love to use that, especially with, you know, Asian food. Okay, so this is half a tablespoon of sesame oil, roasted sesame oil. All right. Okay, so let's mix this up. Look how pretty that is. Okay, so right now it's all liquid, right? And we want to make like a gravy-ish sauce that's going to thicken up when it reaches some heat, right? So that's why we're going to add half a tablespoon of corn starch. You need that. Don't omit this. It's not going to thicken up if you don't. All right, so I'm going to mix this up pretty good. Let it sit and get married. And let me go get the bok choy and I'll show you what to do with that. Okay, so we'll be back. All right, so they're beautiful. Sometimes they grow well in my garden, sometimes they don't. It's a hit and miss with bok choy, pak choy, baby bok choy, whatever. The bok choy you get at the store, Walmart, is the big adult one. Now those are huge. So if you're using that, cut that long way in half, those pieces. This, I'm not gonna touch it. This was a pack of 8 at the Asian market. Oh my God. I love it. The other half of this, I put it in a Thai curry soup with some mushrooms and onions, red onions. My cilantro and everything. It was red curry. It's lovely. All right, so with bok choy, you see how it's got a stem, just like celery. If you're new to the bok choy game, just cut that. Okay, and all the petals will come loose. You see how there's dirt in between all of these? You have to wash that, okay? So let me do that, and I'll be right back. Next, we're gonna use the Rapid Crisp by DeLonghi. It's a beautiful air fryer. This is a 5-quart. It's got a bottom burner. so I don't have to flip my food over. It cooks the bottom as well as the top. So it's temperatured by digital numbers and all that stuff. I typed it down below what those numbers and settings means. And temperature-wise, okay, so I'm spraying some olive oil on the bottom. Evo sprayer comes in handy. All right, so the big bok choy is harder to clean than the baby bok choy, so it didn't take me very long. Some of the little pieces, I'll show you. If I can find it. Like this, stay together, that's okay. It's gonna work out pretty good. Pat them dry, you know, after you wash them. Let's spray some oil on the tops. We're not gonna go too high on the heat. You don't have to cook everything on full blast when you're doing an air fryer, you know what I'm saying? So when you turn it on and set the french fries, I'm gonna leave it at that. Doesn't really matter. But let me do a number 2, because that's gonna be pretty high. Is that on? Yes, that's always on. Okay, 25 minutes, probably gonna be about 10 minutes. This is the rapid crisp, so it cooks it a little bit higher, faster. But I'm gonna leave it at 25 so we can see how far it took us to cook it, to roast it. I may bump it up another notch, I'm not sure. I just want to see, I don't want to get burnt too fast, okay? So I'll let you know what goes on. I did bump it up a notch after about 3 minutes. It was doing really great. It shrunk down quite a bit. Let's check it out. It's beautiful. The tips are crispy, that's what I want. All right, so let's put this beautiful sauce in there. Now at this point, if you have a bottom burner, I'm gonna turn that off because that's gonna thicken up too fast. I want this to cook in that sauce a little bit before I thicken it up. So let's just spread this out in the sauce. Holy cow, does it smell good. I'm sure all these babies are covered. Okay, so here we're gonna turn it down because we don't want it to thicken up. Let's pause it. Wow, I see it goes back to the same setting. Let me go to manual. That way I can turn the bottom burners off. That's good. That's too high. Let's go to 2 again and lower this to about 10 minutes. Okay, I'm going to do this for 10 minutes and then I'll show you what I'll do after that. Okay, we'll be back. You guys, we have 4 minutes left, so at this point I'm going to bump it up to 4 and turn that bottom on. That's going to thicken that sauce pretty good. Let me show you what it looks like. Oh yeah, let's go. We'll be back. You guys, we got 10 seconds left. Do you see that bubbling? You see how that thickened up? Told you. Oh, that is gorgeous. So my job is to plate it and taste it. All right, so let me do that. I'll be right back. Oh my gosh, wish we had smell-o-vision. I could have used the other set of bok choy, but that's okay. I got some white rice, that sauce gonna be good with that. Oh, I'm ready to taste it. Let me grab one of these with the sauce. Oh my gosh. That is so good. But a little too salty. See, again, we don't do a lot of salt. But it's got a little kick from that white pepper. You know what? I would not even add salt to it at all. I think that soy sauce and everything else that's in there is enough. So, in the recipe down below, I'm not going to put salt in it. So don't follow my video, but don't put the salt. Other than that, that is beautiful. That garlic really comes through. Bok choy is cooked to perfection. That is so delicious. So with some white rice, it's going to help it out. Right now it's really strong because it's like that. And oh my god, I love it. All right, you guys, there you go. Beautiful vegetable. Try some bok choy. It's cabbage. All right, thanks for shopping. Bye bye.